Well, a couple of years ago, I had got involved in the Greece refugee crisis, both as a medic and also as an attorney. And there's a great Facebook community of humanitarian volunteer workers, and probably 80% of my Facebook friends I've not met in person. They're just like friends of friends that have done this kind of work. And that's what happened. A friend of a friend posted, a video of a young girl in McAllen, Texas, saying there was this huge need that, all these families were coming. There were all these sick children, and there was hardly any medical care at all, and they needed help. And this girl was just about in tears. And I work for myself, and I've done this before: is grabbed a medical bag and get on a plane to go. The biggest thing is that I realized that people didn't really think they were safe yet. They didn't feel that way, and both in asking for care and help that they needed. When I had a moment, after checking out a mom's one-year-old baby, and I always tried to ask them how they were doing, the mothers, and I would touch them to see if they had a fever, and just literally that kind human touch would bring them to tears. And as a mother myself, I can't imagine what we're going through and how strong they've had to be for so long, and the journey that they still have ahead of them. Yeah, when you say what I took from the experience, I feel like I'm still in it, and I think that's the distinction about doing this versus the other volunteer work I've done around the world, is that it's happening right now in my backyard, and it's happening in my name as a member of this country. I have learned, and thankfully for all the wonderful people I met, that there are people just like you and me, and I think that we've forgotten that as Americans. My recent motto is that if you're not well out of your comfort zone, you're not doing enough. So I urge everybody to step up. And I do think, for example, in history, in 25 years' time, what will I tell my grandkids that I did in this crisis situation? I want to be able to say, that I did something.